Okay, how is it going? This is another 6-minute video. This is where I talk about a random topic for 6 minutes in front of a camera and microphone. The goal is not necessarily for popularity or subscribers and viewers. It is really just my personal growth and goal as a public speaker. You are free and welcome to join in as a subscriber. I'm not going to complain at all, and you're very welcome. But again, just trying to get better at speaking, becoming more efficient at it, and putting my mind in a place that I'm able to come up with things to say without necessarily having a script in front of me. Without further ado, let's get going. We're going to be playing Feeding a Black Hole, and I don't really have a game save, so we're going to just feed this black hole, and basically what you do, you just click these dots. Actually, I don't even think you do have to click. You just hover your mouse over them and it gets them. Yep, so that's basically the whole game loop. That is the whole game loop. So, we could add more time. That's what we're gonna do. That's all we can do. Oh, breaker radius, we're absolutely gonna do that as well. And we're into it. So this 6-minute topic is gonna be about, I don't want to copy what I said yesterday about perseverance, but what happens when the time that you have to accomplish something is so short that it's actually impossible to do it, right? We all have this innate ability to do things, right? But for some reason, what happens when that time is so unbelievably short that it's physically not possible. It is physically not possible for you to accomplish said thing. What happens with that, right? It's like meeting a quota, but you can't meet that quota. It's just you can't meet that quota at a certain time. Let's say you're a mechanic and I didn't do that very effectively. Let's say you're a mechanic. That's a really big radius. And someone's like, hey, I need my oil replaced or whatever. Insert part of car here. I need that replaced in a certain amount of time. Well, you're like, you might be out of your mind to replace your oil in 5 minutes. Some people might actually be able to do it. So, number of asteroids, breaker speed, breaker damage, love breaker damage. Let's do that. No critical damage right now. Some people might actually be able to do that, which is pretty cool. But so like 4 minutes, let's say someone asks you to do your oil in 4 minutes. It is coming up to the point of physical limitations where physically it is literally not possible to do it anymore. It's physically not possible for someone to do it in that amount of time. What happens when the physical barriers and the limitations of your mortal time start affecting your work or start affecting your goals that you have? What happens when that happens? What happens when that happens? I'm very descriptive with my words, as you can see. But is it such a problem where you can't do it anymore? So, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Hopefully you understand what I mean, but let me try to speak concisely here for a second. I'm focusing too much on this, but the limits of the human brain and the human capacity go far beyond what the physical limitations can be at. When I say replace my oil in 3 minutes, a physical person might not be able to do that, and that might have to just be your hard stop. But it doesn't have to be mentally your hard stop. You can overcome that in a way that makes that limitation disappear, whether that's automation or something, I don't know. But when you've hit that barrier in life, when you're trying to do something, whether it's homework, a deadline, or merely just trying to pack things into a schedule, when you've hit that deadline of the maximum amount of stuff you can do, what happens to you when you have to squeeze in more? How does your brain react, and what form of consciousness do you unlock when you push yourself in that way? When you have exhausted all other options and time, that the only way forward is through the plan, the last plan of action, like plan B of plan B that you're working off of. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. I think the human brain, the human consciousness achieves the most stuff in that amount, or in that state of consciousness. Sorry, it's 3:25 in the morning. I am so toast. I have 4 hours sleep in the last, maybe 8 hours of sleep in the last 2 days. So bad. I'm gonna leave this discombobulated, broken chunk of a thought process out here on the internet. So, see ya.